What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, then make sure you subscribe and you can comment below, tell me a little bit about yourself and where you're from. Now, some of you may know that I am a teacher on the platform italki. Lots of you have actually met me from there, and I've actually gone on to do my own thing and start my own business. But I've been speaking a lot with italki recently, and they've actually enabled me to offer you guys a free $10 coupon to have a discount on your first lesson. So I'll put that link below and you can check that out. Now, the purpose of this class today is I want to try and show you a bit of what goes on in my sessions on italki. And today I'm going to give you an example of a half-an-hour session. What goes on, what we talk about, and kind of what is available to you in terms of improving your English. So let's get started. Go into my computer and I'm going to show you straight up a recording of a conversation.
Hello. Good evening.
Your hair is without products.
It has a little bit of product in it.
Yeah,
but it's
like my hair is natural.
Oh, it's so natural.
Good stuff, guys. So what you've just seen is quite a relaxed intro, an icebreaker with one of my long-term students, Ingrid. Right now, we are just catching up, maybe talking about what we did over the weekend or what we did since we last spoke. So yeah, it's quite a relaxed intro to the session.
Hey, Matt, do you know about the medals of the Olympic Games in the next year?
No.
Now, by this point, I would normally introduce maybe a question or try to hint towards the main part of the session that I'd like to talk about. But normally, Ingrid and lots of other my students bring something to the table. So this is quite a good opportunity to discuss the Olympic Games.
What's the attitude to recycling in Portugal?
Oh, here in Portugal is very top and different in Brazil. And I never performed recycle in Brazil.
Now, as Ingrid gets more involved in the conversation and she starts to relax, I'm going to try and challenge her as much as possible. So I'm going to give variations on the questions that I ask, and obviously always making sure that I'm correcting her whenever necessary, if it's right after a mistake or if I let her keep flowing with the conversation and then I correct her after maybe a few sentences. But yeah, it's a nice way to develop the conversation and try to explore difficult vocabulary.
A tin can beer, a beer tin can.
We would just say a can, like, can I have a can of beer?
A can of beer.
A can of beer. Can of beer.
Can of beer. Can of beer. Can of beer. Yeah.
Good. All right. So is there anything that you wanted to specifically talk about today or go over?
So like I said earlier, most of my students are prepared and they will bring something to the table. Ingrid's very good at bringing things to the table every session, and she really likes to talk and explore different subjects. But it's always important for me to try and ask if there's something specific that the student really needs to go over. So this is kind of 10, 12 minutes into the session, and it's important to try to make sure that we have structure and that we know where we're going with the next kind of 20 minutes. Now, in this case, the session becomes quite dark. Ingrid's talking about 13 reasons why. I haven't seen this before, but it's quite a dark series, I think. And so I asked a new question.
Time always goes so quick, doesn't it? Like,
what is so quick?
Time always goes so quick.
Yeah, because it's just 13 minutes.
Yeah.
13?
30. 30.
Now, this is quite an easy variation. I think it was important for me to ask this question to try and change the mood it's nice to have these kind of complex and possibly dark conversations, but we don't want to stay there the whole time because it's not fun. So I just mentioned that the time always goes so quick when we're talking, because it does, and we're having fun. And that's the most important thing at the end of the day.
Oh my God, the videos that you sent me about the Egypt the pyramids.
Oh, it's very nice, that video.
Now, as the session goes further, obviously I'm going to try to keep things interesting, and I want to make it a bit more complex as well. I'm always trying to challenge my students. In this case, Ingrid had sent me a video, maybe in the previous week, about the pyramids, the ancient pyramids of Egypt. And I remembered, and I thought it'd be a good time to bring it up and discuss and see if we can explore some of that vocabulary.
I always talking about the conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy.
Thank you, Matt. The conspiracy theory. And he said that in the Sphinx in Egypt.
Sphinx.
The Sphinx, and they have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Have a dream, correct? He have a dream, and inside
he had a dream.
Thank you, Matt.
So as you can see, we're talking about dreams, we're talking about the Sphinx. This kind of vocabulary is pretty difficult, and I'm just going to make sure that I correct her whenever necessary and just try to keep the conversation flowing. Sometimes if you're making too many corrections, it can really get in the way of the flow of the conversation. So I really just correct where necessary, and keep things flowing. Keep things rolling. That's the most important thing. Now, this is only a half an hour session, so we're going to start to bring things to a close. Now, I'll keep things light, I'll keep things fun, and let her know that we've both had a good time. So as everything begins to close, we're going to have a laugh, and we're just going to check that we're happy. And I'll always ask at this point if there's any last questions or anything else that wants to be said. It's also a good opportunity for me to provide any feedback that's necessary as well.
Yeah. Cool. Good. All right. Is there anything else that you want to say then before we go?
No, it's everything okay.
Okay, nice. Good. Well, nice to see you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Have a nice weekend.
And you. Talk next week.
Bye. Until next week.
And that's it. Super simple. Very straightforward. Great way to build your confidence. Guys, these are my sessions on italki. They're very relaxed and they're very informative. So yeah, make sure you head over to italki. italki is a great platform. If you don't know it, it's very convenient, it's very affordable, and it's very effective as well. You're speaking to native speakers. You can also find other teachers who are going to teach you more grammar and things like this. It's a perfect platform. Make sure you click that link below, get your free $10 coupon on me. Guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.